Hey guys, this is Andy McCann with CrossFit Garage. We're trying to help you build a firm foundation of fitness, food, and finances, and we're working on the food log. So this is day 2 for the food log. And for me, it's like the, 26th, 27th, but you guys will see this, I think, on February 2nd. Anyway, I've already learned something new, and this is not the first time I've done this, and I wanted to show you guys what my meal prep looked like, or plan looked like, and then some things that you should be aware of, and it just depends on how accurate you want to be. So it's kind of important to be accurate, but I mean, I think there's other things you can learn besides exact calories, like I'm not drinking enough water like I saw yesterday. Okay, so what I wanted to show you here, this is, let's see, I wanted to go back a day, so let me go back one day. So I'm looking at my net diary for those that are following along on Facebook and those that are on podcast. I will, of course, talk you through this. The thing I wanted to show you was yesterday, I just put in somebody's, you can see it right here on dinner and lunch, I just put in somebody else's beef stew, and it was 768 calories. And there was a whole lot more. It was 40, or let's call it 50 carbs, 80 protein, and 20 fat, something like that. Anyway, I just picked it randomly because I didn't want to go in and actually build it. So then I said, you know what? I ate the same thing again because I had leftovers, and again, I don't really care what I eat. So I did my morning smoothie, and then I put in for lunch. I said, instead of doing that, let me actually write what was in it, and I'll do a guesstimation on just the bowl I had. And so it went from 768 in calories to 383. So yesterday I was kind of hungry, but not really. I was like, I could probably eat something else, but I didn't. And today I thought, you know what? I probably did that wrong. Let me redo it. So now it's coming up with 23 carbs, 33 protein, and 17 fat, and only 383 calories. So it's kind of almost half the meal that it was earlier. So then I thought, okay, well, that's just me sort of guessing at one bowl. Let me go back and actually create a dinner. And I've got it down here called dinner, Instapot beef stew Andy. And so I just wrote down everything I put in. And it's really easy when you do that because it's a pound of ground beef. It's a bag of Brussels sprouts, and then 2 hearts or heads, whatever, of celery, garlic. So it's easier when you're talking whole stuff, like how many ounces of onion did I use? I used an entire onion. So I can just put 1 onion, right? Makes it a whole lot easier. Then you have to figure out, well, then how many servings does it make, and what do you want to call a serving? So I did it by cups because I would scoop it out with a 1 cup measuring tool. So I created that, and that I'm still sort of guessing on because it made a lot, and multiple people had it, and I had it over multiple days. So I need to go back and readjust that. But the fact remains that the one beef stew I had from yesterday was like 800 calories, and the one I have for today, the actual, was probably closer to 400 calories. So it can make that much of a difference, right? And of course, my protein count right now is really low, so I do need to remove this dinner for that Instapot because I didn't actually eat it 4 times in a row, but I would be okay doing that, so let me pause and delete that out. All right, so what I'm going to do is show you how to add something. I'm on the computer because it's easier to do a video like this, but you can do it on your phone. So I'm just going to click add for dinner, and this is nice. I do same dinner, so you can copy a recent meal or whatever, but I'm going to do a search, and I went to Canyons. Let's see if they've got Canyons. They do have Canyons, but may not be in Woodstock. Canyons Grill. There you go. They got rock salad. So it's probably not in here, but it was basically a Cajun chicken salad. So let me write that in there. Can't spell Cajun chicken salad. All right. I'm going to pause this till I find it. All right, sweet. So I found one that's close enough. It's got salad, grilled Cajun chicken, Caesar, no dressing. So that's kind of it. Wasn't exactly it. No croutons or dressing. So that's probably more. But anyway, so I'm looking at this 370 calorie one. So I am going to pick that guy. Let's see. I'm going to go with 2 servings because it was well, yeah, we'll do 2 because it was large and I had 2 chicken patties on it. So yeah, it's not exactly right, but it's, counting vegetables extra, I think I'm okay with that. And interesting that, so add an extra patty gives you more protein. I was behind in protein a bunch. So now I need to make some decisions, right? So let's kind of look at the numbers. So on carbs, it says I got 87 and I'm only looking for 50. So it's still okay. I'm not really keto or whatever. I'm just trying to really eliminate grains and stuff. So it says today I had 16% of my calories were in carbs. I'm okay with that. Then I had 164 protein, which is great because I want to be 165. So my goal is 170 something. So maybe I'll have an extra egg or something later tonight for a snack. And then my fat is 126 grams, but I've got on the percentages, it's protein 31, fat 53. So I would like to lower the carbs just a little bit more, up the protein a little bit more, and maybe even drop the fat down a tiny bit. I do eat a lot of fat and I'm okay with that. The other thing that I actually added in, so you can go through the settings right here and then add in other things you want to see. If you're on your phone, you can just see it immediately. But I added in sugar because I intentionally don't eat sugar. So I want to see what the sugar count is. And then more importantly, what's the added sugar? So right now my added sugar is 0. So it's great because I'm not trying to eat sugar. And I got 28 grams of sugar, which is kind of me natural and stuff. So like the eggs I ate have 4 grams of sugar. The onion I had has 2 grams of sugar, right? So if I have the banana has 7 grams of sugar. So I can look at the thing that has the most, the banana, and I can cut back. So right now I'm saying a 0.5 or half a banana. So maybe I go to use a quarter of a banana. But I think what I'm going to do is change the recipe up, which now I'm going to have to, I just made this in the system. So I'm going to have to rename it like morning smoothie protein Andy or something. So I know which one I'm doing. But this is great stuff because you get to look at your meals and then decide. So if I do a quarter of a banana, so I'm going to drop this 7 sugars down to 3 or 4, and then it'll also drop that carb count from 13 to 6 or 7. And then if I add an egg right here, so that would push up my egg from 12 to 18. It will bump up the fat, but I'm okay with that. And then on the almond milk, actually, it doesn't have much of anything. It's almost like water. It's got 1 carb, 1 protein, and 3 fat. So I may not change that at all. So I may look to somewhere else in here, like what could I do to help drop off the carbs? Now, I don't normally eat carrots, but my daughter loves carrots. So of course I put carrots in my beef stew. I can look at the carrots and yeah, it's got 5 carbs and nothing else. So at least the Brussels sprouts had 2 carbs and 1 protein. So hey, that's kind of good. I'm getting a little extra protein in there, not like meat protein, but whatever, right? I didn't realize this. The garlic it is high. So I get to see these things and then make an intelligent choice. Like, all right, well, if I know that I'd like to have less carbs in my diet, then I can easily affect it with those things, right? And then, of course, if I wanted to really do the salad justice, I would like list it all out, build my own meal and say, that's what I typically get. I'll probably do that next time. Overall for the day, my calorie budget is 2,324, and I did today 2,121. So it says I have 200 left. Now, the other thing that I found funny was, again, for working out, it doesn't do CrossFit. So I was like, well, there was some jogging in it, and I was doing some lifting. So I just said, whatever, it was 10 minutes of jogging. I'll just put that in there of like not light jogging, but maybe medium jogging. I don't know. So I'm not really wanting to track that part, but it is valid if you burn calories, right? I don't want that to be part of it. I don't really care about the calories for me. What I really want is, I know, weirdly, I can eat almost anything I want if I just simply stay away from refined carbs and sugars. But I think eating like a prison or a death row inmate is probably not wise. So I want to be smarter about it. So that's what I'm doing here. Looking for any glaring holes, like, let's see if I can go back to the dashboard for today and see what the water intake was. Okay, so it's only at 5 right now. I just had 2 more glasses at dinner. So let's do close. So I'm at 6. Yesterday I was 7. So even though I was intentionally trying to do better, I'm going to go drink another, I've got some water in this guy right here. So I'll finish this and that'll actually push me up to 8. So let me put that in there. Oops, bottles. Let me reduce that. Whatever bottle. Let's see, edit, and delete. There we go. Waterlog. Oh, cancel. Close. Click on water again and give me 6, 7, 8. There we go. Close. One more. Water. Glass. close. There we go. So it's going to be 8 glasses of water. So I'll end up with 1 above if I finish this, which I should in the next maybe 8 minutes. But these are the valuable things you get out of logging your food, is being able to understand what you're eating, right? Now, a cool part, hear all the dogs barking at each other out there. Another cool part is when you build these foods, so I can go in here and say like snack, and then I can look something up. I don't know, let's say Publix peanut butter. Does it come up? Peanut butter by Publix, sure, there it is, right? So you can then go into Publix and then put in there, let's see, it's Greenwise peanut butter. Let's see if I spelt all that right. Probably not. Yeah, so there we go. So we got, it's right there, and it tells you it's a 16-ounce jar, and you can click on it. It's probably going to give you some facts, but you can add this pretty easily. Now, the nice bit is, well, you can't see it on here. With your phone, you can just scan a QR code, and then, as long as you know what a tablespoon looks like or a teaspoon, you can make a pretty good judgment call. But I love this. Let's see, back to meals for that point. So they have a lot of cool insights. You can click on the settings and then do a show nutrients in your food log, and you can pick from everything. So is there something that you're like fighting for? So if you're pre-diabetic, then make sure you're looking at the sugars. If you've got high cholesterol, then go down and add those. If you're low in vitamin D, or if you want to up your vitamin C and your zinc count, whatever, you can have it show you what's in there. It's great. So you can customize that tool all you want. So I've only got 2 days in here. Hopefully this is going to help you guys on your journey, help you see something. Even if you only do it for 1 week, you're going to get so much benefit out of it. But I would say do it for 2. And man, you never know. You might want to do it further on. All right, guys. Hopefully this is helping you. If you have any questions, of course, call or email or text. I'd be happy to help.